Estamos en la lucha. Se ve, se siente, el pueblo está en la lucha. Se ve, se siente, el pueblo está presente.
I'm here today to fight alongside farm workers who are asking for better working conditions and better pay to pick tomatoes in Florida. Right now they're only asking for 1 more penny per pound of tomatoes that they pick, which would almost double their salaries, their wages salaries. And they're asking for better working conditions, the end of slavery, the end of sexual violence on the fields. And they're asking for these conditions to actually be implemented and monitored alongside other people who want justice for farm workers. And right now, every other fast food restaurant has basically signed on, other than Wendy's. So we're really coming to Wendy's and saying, why are you the last one? Why don't you sign with us and just make that situation better for farm workers across Florida? We don't really understand it. Wendy's is one of those organizations that is actually like priding itself in its food and the quality of its like employment and work. So there's really no reason for them not to heed to the farm workers who've gotten organizations like McDonald's and Taco Bell and Burger King to come to the table and basically represent farm workers in a way that shows that they are real people and that they deserve humane working conditions. I lived in Florida for about 7 years. My family's still there, and I lived 2 hours away from where these people pick the tomatoes that 90% of the people in the United States eat. So yes, it affects all of us, in fact, because without them, there would be no food. And so to have them basically be in, like third world conditions where they live 12 people in a trailer, where they don't get water breaks or even shade to stand under when the hot sun, is there in Florida, and they have to pick all the tomatoes for all of us. It doesn't make any sense that I living 2 hours away wouldn't care about this. But now that I'm here, I want to be part of people here that want to basically take this nationally and make sure that it's not just a Florida issue, but it's a worldwide issue. People who pick our food are just as important as people who sell the food.
Es la bomba, señores, es la bomba, señores, la melodía que nos ponen en alma, que nos ponen en alma, luz, alegría, allá arriba, allá arriba, allá arriba, allá arriba, allá arriba, y yo no soy de la migra, yo no soy de la migra, ni lo seré, ni lo seré, ni lo seré. Pueblo unido. J-U-S-J-U-S-T-I-C is what we want. Injustice and democracy. J-U-S, J-U-S-T-I-C is what we want. Justice and democracy.
I'm from Mexico. Actually, I was born there, and then I moved to United States, so I can relate to the people, their workers, and they're trying to do for their families, basically.
Most times, we don't even question where food comes from. And it's a huge part of the economy, and these people are working like extensive hours in terrible conditions, and I'm just advocating here for them. I honestly believe that Wendy's does not participate because they don't, I feel like they haven't realized the importance of the Fair Food Program. Otherwise, I don't know if they just ignore it or they just don't see what farm workers go through. And it's, other corporations such as Taco Bell, they didn't even participate in the Fair Food Program, but they eventually realized that it was the right thing to do, so we're hoping Wendy's will do the same thing.
Not only Wendy's cares only about profits and making money, but they think they can take advantage of the people, immigrants from Mexico, wherever they are. It's not okay, not only because they're violating human rights, but they're just people like us and you. That's why.
And we're going to have a small group of people go in and deliver. Of course. In hopes that then that manager visits the headquarters. Sign the letter! Yeah, we all got it right here. And if anybody hasn't signed on, so you can be connected, get your email address, so you can stay connected to other events or protests we have.
Anyone else need to get on the email list or update or whatever?